Whoa. Wasn't expecting such a abrupt
Oh, so I am ready to
start.
go. I'm ready to go. Are you?
God damn, I
You
wasn't
know,
even. We don't even know if Jared's still here.
I'm still here. Son.
Jared's still here, so we are ready to go. Maurice is on the sticks.
So that nigga said, "Let's go." When we go, we go. All right, that's 3, 2, 1.
We gone.
We live.
I'm
Like,
already
holy
there.
shit.
I'm already there. So where are you at? Maurice is on the sticks, so you know what it is. I'm here. We're going in. The break is over. Your boy is back.
The break is over. Your boy is back.
The people wanted it. I'm here. That's me. No one wanted it, but you know.
Only you.
Yeah, me. I wanted it more.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
So just you.
Yeah. I am the people. I am their voice.
No, you're one of the people. I am the voice. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. We are back in it. We back in here. We live once again. It is the IMO Podcast. Happy after Thanksgiving. That's why we wasn't fucking here last week, because we said fuck it all together as a group.
I was too fat.
Everybody.
I was also kind of fat, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Thanksgiving is like the one holiday where just like it's okay. We understand.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not very understanding. I'm just throwing it out there.
Nah, I mean, you know, like nobody's gonna come to you like on Thanksgiving and be like, "Hey, man, don't eat that. Haha, you're gonna get it." Nobody does that. And if they did, I would beat the shit out of you, Jared. Like, what the fuck? I would. Don't come to my Thanksgiving. I would. Son, you would put on the gloves right then and there. We would go outside in the freezing cold, square up, fam. Cause nah, like, hey, Andre, you better not eat that pie. You're not gonna be able to do your sit-ups and shit. Like, look here, nigga. Let me tell you something. I get one day out the year to do this in front of every fucking body. If you ruin this for me, I will fuck you up in the rest of your life. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the IMO Podcast. We are back in, and once again, we are in here like swimwear. That didn't rhyme for some reason. It usually does. My name is Andre. I'll be your host with the most for this evening. We got slightly a different order here. Maurice on the sticks. What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm here, man. Are you here? I'm gone. I'm not even here no more. I'm not even the place I last was. I'm
so I guess different. You're just talking to yourself then.
Yes.
Okay.
Bitch.
Damn. Okay. Sure, fam. I didn't think it was that serious. And we got Jared. What's going on, man?
I'm doing alright, pimp. Chilling. Enjoying the side effects.
Okay, so look, you're gonna stop calling me a pimp, all right? Because the feds are watching. And
feds are watching.
The feds are watching.
I mean, I don't know what else to call you.
Out of all the adjectives, out of all the nouns, you could pick anything. I don't know what else but besides to call you a pimp.
The battle is about to begin.
All right, cool. I would say OG, but then the feds are still. You know what? What's up, Andre? How you doing?
There we go.
Okay, just put his full government out there. I got you.
Full government name.
Government. I said everybody's full
number, son. Like,
that's not even my full government. What the fuck? I just said my name is Andre a couple seconds ago. What the fuck y'all talking about?
Nah.
4, 3, 2.
Nah, but I'm doing alright. How you doing though?
You know, everything is everything. I'm over here tweeting this show, and now that my attention is fully on the show. Yeah, Joe, you can't be putting my government out there, son.
Yeah, don't be doing that shit.
What's wrong with you, son?
Yo, what do you say over there, son?
Don't you know these niggas watching, son? Have you been watching the news?
I haven't watched the news. They have been getting news on when it comes to, you know, affiliations to illegal practices. So I mean,
yeah, man.
I guess I gotta be a little bit more careful.
What the fuck wrong with you? Anyway, that's enough of this foreplay here. Let's get right into it. So foreplay, not foreshadowing.
Whoa.
Foreplay.
Whoa.
You gotta have a little foreplay mixed in there. So.
I mean, I know that.
Some of y'all was acting mighty confused there. Had to make sure.
I just know you swing that way, so that's all I'm saying. All right. All right.
Take it there.
Hey man, it's your year, man. We're proud of you.
It's my year.
Yeah, man.
Yo, stop.
Okay. All right. So, in recent news, your boy, everybody's favorite rainbow-colored rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine, has been arrested on a myriad of charges. I don't feel like naming all of them, but that nigga was that nigga in trouble. Anyway, so long story short, nigga got bagged by the FBI and a bunch of other fucking groups. The nigga wasn't moving silently. As you know, you gotta make sure you move silently. He wasn't moving silently, and that's why he got bagged. you gotta move in silence, son. Real niggas moving silent.
Like
I hate that fucking meme.
Real G's move in silence. Like,
nah, man, I hate that fucking meme because everybody would like do it on Facebook and shit or Twitter. Like, hey, I mean, I'm moving in silence, and they'll put like a shush emoji and shush. Hey, I'm moving in silence. Well, I'm like, well, if you announce to the word that you're moving in silence, you're not fucking moving in silence, nigga. It's really fucking annoying, son.
I go by Lil Wayne's quote, like, real G's move in silence like lasagna. Probably one of the funniest bars I've ever heard in my life.
What? Lasagna?
What?
Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
What the fuck does that mean?
The G.
Real bars, son. Like,
all right, I'll give him that. Usually he got some cookie cutter shit, but that was pretty dope. That was cool.
You got me on that one. Real G's moving. Yeah, you got me on that one. Get it, guys? Because the G is silent. Anyway, let's move on. But no, Tekashi 6ix9ine got bagged. So first off, does he deserve it?
So wait, can we go through the charges before we just determine if he deserves it or not?
Okay, so he was charged on racketeering, which I'm not too sure. I never even heard of that beforehand, but I had to Google that shit. So apparently, racketeering is. Let me Google it again because I don't want to get it wrong. It's basically you're running a criminal empire or some shit. So
a rapper nowadays running a criminal empire? It's not like they rap about that shit or anything.
I'm at like when you Google racketeering, the first fucking thing is 6ix9ine. Anyway, examples of crimes that may be alleged to be a part of a pattern of racketeering. Man, fuck you, Wikipedia.
I mean, it's like, yo, why? You, like, I swear, isn't that how Bobby Shmurda got locked up? Because he's rapping about shit that he actually does, and then for some reason, oh, hey, this song is clearly indicating that this dude is doing some real shady illegal shit.
Yeah, he was real sloppy with it. But the definition of racketeering is dishonest or fraudulent business dealing. So apparently, he was doing something illegal in the business world. What the fuck it was, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's probably him selling selling drugs or some shit. He was also convicted. He was also convicted on I don't know whether it was the not the child pornography, but so basically
I thought he was proven innocent from that.
Yeah, but he was put on probation.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
and he wasn't supposed to do shit else. And I think he was racketeering, and he was also.
It was with a firearm. Like he was basically in the vicinity of people who were like shooting off with firearms and shit, and they were thinking he was one of them who was shooting with firearms. And someone apparently got hurt or died, maybe, I don't know.
Right, and also like I think he was called on with conspiracy to commit gun violence or some shit like that. In other words, the nigga was moving super sloppy, and the feds was like, "Nah, man, we gotta justify our checks here. You coming with us?"
Basically, make an example.
Basically. So yeah, 6ix9ine got bagged, and so what's actually funny is I was reading that to take him down. It was actually a joint effort between the FBI, Homeland Security, and the NYPD. In other words, this nigga not getting away without doing some type of hard time. That's it. He was warned, and his ass is out of there.
So Fat Joe warned this dude.
Son, you saw that interview?
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, and he's like, oh, I understand. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. Son, that nigga was like 1,000,000%. The feds are watching you and they are plotting against you. This nigga Fat Joe sat him down and predicted this young nigga's future, and he still did absolutely nothing about it. And in lieu of that, do we feel sorry for 6ix9ine? Do we think he deserves it? Does he deserve a second chance with all the knowledge that we know about it right now? What do you guys think about Tekashi 69 XXX Tentacion Lil Peep, Lil Uzi Vert?
Seems pretty straightforward to me, nigga. Though. Just,
I mean,
yeah, if
because
it's
he
that
already
shit,
had
like
his
if he's
stuff
already,
like
if he's already on probation for child pornography.
Yeah, that's you need to cool it off of that, son.
Oh, was it not child pornography? I may have had this.
No, you're right.
Oh,
no,
okay.
you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. Pedophilia. It wasn't really child pornography. He basically was caught with an underage girl, and there was a lot of in the mix, and there was accusation that he had sex with her.
Oh, okay.
In other words, he was pretty much caught with someone who was underage. And that's just a big no-no. You don't.
How old is
no,
this man?
sir. 22.
How old was the girl?
13.
Oh!
I'm gonna tell you what. I was
like 16, 17. I was just like,
nah, it was in between like 13 and 15. Now, even though 16 is still fucked up, but at that time he would have been
as
20.
Fucked up as 13. Like 13, I feel like is a massive jump.
I mean, she's just now a teenager. So I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, because he was charged like a year ago. That means he would have been like 20, and 16. You can almost, but not really, kind of see that. But yeah, but 13 to 15, that's rough, buddy. I don't know what to say about that. That's nah. You gotta be a little bit smarter than that. So yeah, he was put on probation. His team or his manager got caught. Then he got caught and a whole bunch of other bullshit. So, Jared, what do you think? Do you think that Tekashi 69 deserves a second chance?
I mean, he already was given a second chance to basically chill with the whole bullshit. Like, and see, I kind of don't feel bad for rappers that constantly talk about how they're living this like crime lord syndicate life, like all this drug moving, gang banging and shit. I'm like, all right, but when shit really comes down, like we really gonna see your character. Cause like I think it was in Joe Budden's interview, they kept asking, "Is he a rat?" Cause like the whole part where he got moved to a holding cell for like people who were guaranteed to comply, like his life was starting and shit. And I'm just like, hey man, like let's see if you really about this whole ride or die life. Let's see if you really about it.
At 22, you gotta do what you gotta do. Then I heard that not the IRS, but the some federal agency, they froze my man's bank account and they froze his mother's bank account.
Oh geez.
And I'm like, good lord, like it's one thing to freeze your. No.
Are you sure?
So he doesn't get money.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he probably gave him money, but still, like, how do you freeze somebody else's bank account?
So, my question is, well, then again, I guess they don't want people to pay for their own bail, I guess, but how is he supposed to even pay for bail if the people around him can't even get money?
I don't know, son.
I don't know,
son, but I'm actually interested to see how this is going to play out, because that's when you have 3 or 4 federal agencies that just team up, which doesn't, well, I'm not going to sit here like and act like I know the law, but I would imagine that shit like that doesn't happen like too often according to CSI, because apparently they don't play nice together. But yeah, man, you can't be doing shit like this, and then you're already high profile, you're young, you got this energy about you, you've been warned several times. I don't know what else to say besides yeah. So the sentence is they're gonna give him 25 to life, and that's.
I mean, honestly, I kind of feel as though he got what he deserved, because they taunt the police. Like, wasn't in his most famous track Gummo, in the video it even shows him with an NYPD squad car and like pounds of weed just on top of it. Now, I don't know if it was actually weed or not, but son, like, why are you poking at the bull? Like, why?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
That's not exactly anything new to the hip hop world, unfortunately.
Oh, no, I understand that.
But I would agree with you that it's not, if you're high profile and the feds basically set you down and say, hey, if you do anything else, your ass is grass. And he just goes against it. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to say that a 20-year-old or a 22-year-old deserves life in prison, but because we all make mistakes, but it's hard.
I feel as though life in prison, if you have, I feel as though the whole without parole is going too far. Because I mean, if anything, when it comes to like prison, it's supposed to be for rehabilitation, right? So if you take out the meaning of why prison is even there, It's like, what's the point of even sending them there? Like, you just might as well just send them in a hole, which they basically are doing.
I didn't know that's what what fucking prison was for.
No, right, son. Like, I don't know. Because I mean, if anything, they have all these rehabilitation programs to try to reintegrate people into society, right? But if you say, all right, life in prison without parole, like, well, shit, kill them. Like, why keep them there?
I mean, that's also fucked up. But I see what you're saying. It's a raw deal. But hey, man, you were warned. Then let this be a message to like all of the like pretty much everybody who's like that's trying to like live this fraudulent life or trying to like flex on the gram or whatever. These niggas not playing no more, son. These niggas, the feds, they not playing. They are finna get your ass out of here.
This is a solid example, son. Like, stop playing.
Yeah, stop. So move in silence for once, nigga. Cause this whole posting, you got like 80 tons of weed and shit. That shit is dead, son. They on it. they on it. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. So I think we can all agree that we can all agree that one anime. There's that one anime which we can say that this started the good dub revolution. And I think we can all say that that's Cowboy Bebop. Can we all agree that Cowboy Bebop is probably the first good anime dub?
Mm-hmm. One of or the
first good anime dub.
Okay, yeah.
I'm willing to give it to it. Maurice, I'm waiting for your rebuttal because I know it's coming.
I mean, how many episodes they make of Dragon Ball Z versus Cowboy Bebop?
I was thinking that. Which one was Dragon Ball Z or Bebop? Because I can't remember. That's all like. I don't know which one came first.
I think Cowboy Bebop is a really good example of how you can do an anime well in the English for English dubs, but I don't know if it takes the title as the dub.
I can give. I can fight saying I can give it the dub, but I don't know about the first one because, like I said, I don't know which one came first.
What?
Dragon Ball Z,
I don't think the Dragon Ball dub is all that good.
Are you talking about Ocean dub or?
I mean,
not that bad.
If you wanna rewatch both the first, first off, we don't count the Ocean dub. let's go ahead and dismiss that. But if you rewatch the original Funimation dub and then compare it to the original Cowboy Bebop dub, I would say that Bebop kind of took itself a little bit more seriously than the
I mean, that's not
the Dragon Ball dub.
That's not like because of the dub though. That Dragon Ball was just never like that serious of a show.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about like seriously as in that's the tone of the show, but I'm talking about seriously as in we want to put down some good voice acting. Because I could probably like if I rewatch the show, I could like show you several tidbits and be like, you gonna say this is good right here? When I can show you Cowboy Bebop, which is pretty much good throughout the entire show.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. A serious approach.
Yeah, I can agree with you.
Well, I mean, not a serious approach, but effort.
Right. Thank you. Effort. Let's meet in the middle. One of the best dub. One of the good first dubs. I'll give you that. So yeah. So all right. So here's where I'm about to subvert expectations. Cowboy Bebop isn't exactly the best anime of all time, like everybody is saying that it is. At least to me. I have rewatched Cowboy Bebop several times in my life. There was one time where it hit hard because that second or third rewatch when you're older, you actually get some of the undertones and what they were trying to say and shit like that. So like, yeah, it was better than when I rewatched it as a child. But when I like compare it to like all of the shit that people are saying about it, like, yeah, it's easily top 3 best anime of all time. I'm like, no, that's me though. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean,
it's overhyped. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's kind of overhyped. It's not bad. Trust me.
It's not bad at all.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I guess when anime gets like a lot of hype, I feel as though for me, like when anime gets really hype, I purposely look for like flaws in it, or basically like someone says like, that wasn't like so great. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
I guess the more attention you give it, the more like attention to detail you give it. You know what I mean?
Right. There's nothing inherently wrong with the show.
No.
It's just it for me the pacing is off a little bit. Like one episode where we're like getting into like the nitty gritty of the story, and then one episode where like I don't know, we're fucking around with like a TV show with like cowboys and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I don't know. It's kind of hard to watch now that I'm thinking about it. Maurice, have you watched all of Bebop? Because you're awfully quiet over there.
I have not watched all of Bebop, unfortunately. But from the snippets I have seen, it definitely felt like there was quality there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I could definitely see it.
It's hard to watch. Let me put it that way. It's hard to like. What's the word I'm looking for? The binge. You're not gonna start the show and be like, okay, I need to get to the next show.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be really hard for you to finish. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah. So now that we've gotten our lukewarm, semi-lukewarm review of Cowboy Bebop out the way, Netflix has officially announced its live-action remake of Cowboy Bebop, which I swear to God, it's been in the making for 10 fucking years. We're finally getting something. So, any thoughts on this? I'll go first. If they don't cast Keanu Reeves, it's all worthless.
I love how they're going into like geek culture with all these fucking animes and shows and shit. Like Witcher got its own series with Henry Cavill starring as Geralt. Now we have Cowboy Bebop, and then the Bleach live action was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
it's just like a heavy dive into geek culture. I'm kind of digging it.
They know their audience.
Yeah.
I mean, well, everybody has fucking Netflix, but I think that a lot of us and our culture is pretty heavy on Netflix and other streaming sites like that. I could be completely wrong about that because Netflix is pretty job big, but well, like I said, it's coming. I'm not all that excited for it. Its time came and went for me with the Bebop craze.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good anime. Do not get me wrong, but I feel that to make a live action of it right now, well, actually, it'll probably benefit.
Well,
because nobody's really clamoring for it.
Well, how do you feel about it being not a movie, but a TV show, a series?
That's the only way I can see it.
Really?
Because if you, well, not.
I mean, they could definitely just make a movie out of like a section of the anime, but the fact that they have like enough strength and they have enough faith in the script for a TV show, I feel like that speaks a little bit more because it seems like more of an investment compared to like a movie, you know? You're absolutely right. 10 episodes. Here's the thing though, when it comes to the story, the main plot of the story, well, fuck, there really isn't a main plot of the show now that I'm thinking about it. It's just them dicking around until one dude comes up and yeah, I'm actually interested to see what's the story for this. Because Cowboy Bebop is very similar to Samurai Champloo. Because they're made by the same fucking people. It's the story is really minimal, Mm-hmm.
and they are literally all over the place. So Bebop is the exact same way, but a lot less fun. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. Vicious comes in, and that's the entire show. Vicious is the main antagonist. He shows himself. He leaves. He comes back.
And
That's
he may
that's
or may
Cowboy
not have
Bebop.
killed Spike.
May or may not have killed Spike. That nigga dead. I don't care what anybody said. That's the way I like to see it. So yeah, is anybody else excited for the Bebop?
I'm actually kind of hyped for it. It seems like the right move to make. It doesn't seem like they can get fucked over by budget because it's a space adventure. And fucking Dark Matter was like a decent show made off of like pennies. So I mean, I have a lot of confidence in its budget. I mean, in its production.
I'm kind of with Maurice on that one. Like, this is an anime that I could definitely like. It's not too over the top with like special effects and it's not, like No, I'm talking about like basically like Dragon Ball Z type special effects, like where motherfuckers is flying like Super Saiyan.
Oh,
fucking
okay.
shit.
Yeah,
All right.
Like
that's what
I'm
I
not
meant.
talking about like no special effects at all. I mean like just that the shit like yo, this shouldn't be a live action. Like it should not be a live action. Why are we making this a live action? But this
You
is
got
like
it.
more low to the ground, more like I guess within the realm of Netflix's budget because they don't have like that whole Marvel studio budget and shit. So whatever.
That's true.
But yeah. So like, I'm kind of excited for it. My skepticism isn't as much as like, let's say, well, I wasn't really that skeptical with Death Note. But yeah, my skepticism is like really, really low for this one. Like, I'm actually basically hyped for it. I actually want to see this.
I'll tell you one thing. Scrap Bebop and remake Samurai Champloo. Now that I would be on board for.
I'm actually down for that. Let that shit happen, please.
Yeah, that actually
Like,
makes a
Netflix,
lot
y'all
more
listening?
sense.
Let that happen, please.
Because the tone the tone for Bebop was also literally all over the place. Maurice is probably looking at me like, "What do you mean by tone?" Well, son, they could be wacky and goofy or pretty much it. Cowboy Bebop can either be a chibi show one episode and then full on serious the next. It's kind of weird. So how they going to translate that to the show if they even attempt to do it at all? It would be pretty interesting. All right, so let's move it on. If so,
Maneth, make it man.
maneth maketh manners, but okay. That's what he says.
Okay, I believe you.
I believe me too. All right, so Sony's doing so fucking well. They said fuck it. They just said no. We're not gonna do anything. So if you haven't heard already, which I'm pretty sure you have, Sony, pretty much the winner of the console wars right now. If you're still into that sort of thing, because I have a PC now and I don't really give a shit about that.
He's ascended.
I have ascended into a more peaceful and higher realm of gaming. I no longer care about frivolous thoughts such as who has what game because I have a PC and a PlayStation. Cause you know that's all you. Oh wait, a Switch. Fuck. Anyway, so Sony just said, hey, we're doing so well. We don't need to show y'all niggas shit next year, cause that's how well we're doing. Sony will not have a press conference at E3. All right, so here's the thing. I think they are going to renege on that. I think they're going to renege on that
They
hard.
have to.
They have to.
They have to.
They're going to
I
renege
mean,
on
If you're doing
that.
so well, like, why not do that? Like, there's no reason why not to go to
Yeah.
E3. To like have
Yeah.
a press conference. at E3. There's no reason why. The only reason why you shouldn't is because you can't afford it. You have nothing to offer. So it's like, what are you trying to say? I mean, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why it's such a hassle to do an E3 conference and their own showing. Like, there's no way that they think they're going to get more
It's
people to
Sony.
show up
Like,
at
they
their
have
own
the money for
only
that.
Sony experience, which I assume that what they're going to do, versus like having both the Sony experience and E3. Like, it seems like it's just like a ploy or a plot to get people to pay attention to their stream more or something like that. Or is it just to build publicity for them because, you know, people want to see what the PlayStation 5 is going to be like, so they figure they could just get people to just solely watch their shit. Which I think is just, you know, why? Like, you just dropping the name of PlayStation 5 is going to be more than fucking enough. You don't really have to shake up everything. Because, I
Nah,
mean,
that's true.
because to be honest, Nintendo did it first. They said, hey, we're not doing E3 like that. We're going to have our own, like,
That's Nintendo though.
yeah, but as you see, their asses were at fucking E3 because they're fucking smart.
Yeah, I'll give them until mid-February where they're gonna. Then we're gonna hear something. Hey, we were just joking, y'all. We're actually gonna be at E3. Don't even trip.
Yeah,
it's just
there was
that
a
doesn't even make sense.
miscommunication going on, you know. Like,
We don't worry. We fired the intern who tweeted that, so it's all good. We're actually gonna be there, guys. Just pay no attention why it took us 4 months to tell you guys that we're actually gonna be at E3.
exactly right.
So yeah, I think we're pretty much all in agreement. This doesn't even make any fucking sense.
It's fucking
If
dumb.
you're on top, that's like McDonald's. Like, hey, we're on top. We're just going to save money by not having commercials anymore.
Or we're just
It makes
not
no
going to
sense.
be in these like major cities anymore. We're just gonna go to this one small state to attract more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on top, stay on top, bro. Like, shit, keep going.
Basically.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. Deadpool. Deadpool is coming back. I'm sorry. Was this the original Deadpool or Deadpool 2?
What do you mean?
For the, I think it's Deadpool 2.
Oh, I think I would have rather the original. But yeah. So Deadpool is coming back for the holiday season because apparently Deadpool is a Christmas movie. Sure, whatever. Let's go with it.
I like
So
it. I mean, it wasn't a Valentine's movie. All right.
I would say it's a Valentine's movie.
All right.
You imagine taking your girlfriend with the ads that they had, and then oh, this is a romantic comedy. Yeah, baby, it's a romance movie. yeah. It's called Deadpool.
Wait, why
Sure,
is it Deadpool? Is it their love is undying? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 tickets, please. So, is this a cash grab? That's a dumb question. This is a cash grab.
Of course, it's a cash grab. The cash.
It seems
the cash grabs.
It seems kind of arbitrary though.
What do you mean? Like, you feel like
Deadpool of all movies, there's not too many movies that like come back to theaters.
within a year?
No, just period.
Okay.
I can't name too many. Let's say no. There's not too many movies that like come out in theaters and then like okay, it's coming back to theaters. Cause Deadpool 2 is like on it should be on DVD. It's on DVD, right?
Yeah, it is now.
For whoever the fuck still buys DVDs. And so, yeah. So what's the point of seeing this in theaters?
Wait. Yep. Wait. Hold on. What?
No, this is
This is a golden movie.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
This is Deadpool. It's called Once Upon a Deadpool. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
I
thought
was so tripping. I'm like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about now?
Nobody
I
corrected
was
me.
like, you were right on the fact that it's a cash grab. Like, I mean, they're making more money off it. But Deadpool 2 back in what?
Oh, I completely skipped over that. Well, but anyway, so alright, so I renege on all of that. So Deadpool's got a new movie coming out called Deadpool 3: Once Upon a Deadpool.
I don't know if it's called Deadpool 3, but yeah.
It's definitely Deadpool 3.
Might as well be Deadpool 3, right?
Oh, my bad. It's rated PG-13.
Son, that's the part that scares me the fucking most.
Oh.
Yo, why? Why?
How the fuck did I miss that? Who cares? So, yeah, so this is happening. Deadpool 2.5. I ain't got no data. I ain't got no frame data on this. Maurice, go ahead. I ain't got nothing. It's rated PG-13.
I feel like it's just a giant troll.
Basically.
It kind of looks like it.
You remember that whole like protest of parents wanting Deadpool to be PG-13 movie because they wanted them to fucking watch? That sounds stupid just from hearing me say that.
It looks like they put this shit together extremely fast.
Yeah, cause like we just got Deadpool Deadpool 1 like earlier this year, right?
Deadpool 2, yeah.
In fact, it was the summer. Oh no, it was February, but.
So
Son, wait.
yeah. I don't know. I think this is something nice. I guess it's something nice for the fans. I don't know how to feel about this movie until it comes out. Because on one hand, it seems hilarious.
Yeah, I can give it that.
And then on the other hand, it's like, this probably isn't going to be good or worth the money. Or it seems like it should just be like a straight to DVD type of thing. Which is
That's
weird
true.
to say about a movie like this, a Marvel movie.
A Marvel movie straight to
If you want to call it that.
I mean, yeah.
Bruh, what times are we living right now?
Right.
I mean, hey, it's a troll movie. I would actually I might just go ahead and go and see it.
Yeah,
Just off the fact that they're
on
trolling.
Christmas, fuck family. And shit.
Actually, there is something coming out on Christmas. I just forgot what the fuck it was. Spider-Man.
Yes, Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, man, double feature, nigga. The fuck?
Nah, nigga, no.
Yes.
They don't do that shit no more.
I am.
You can still do it, just they don't offer it anymore.
Well,
You
I mean,
can
I'm gonna
just
buy
do
2
it.
tickets and see one after the other, but yeah, I guess we forgot about that.
Nah, man,
mechanic.
that's too much money. Nah, that's too
Right.
much money.
Okay.
That's
Well,
too
you gonna
advanced.
see them both anyway. I'm just saying.
I'm definitely more hyped for the Spider-Verse than One Spider Deadpool, but I definitely.
You see like the new stills of the Spider-Verse? I have like a Spider-Woman too. That seems pretty. I'm gonna say attractive. Right. I mean, I was gonna say interesting, but I really meant attractive. No, that's with some Spider-Woman or something like that.
I just realized we haven't seen Creed yet.
Oh yeah.
We need to do that.
I'm about.
Like, man, we can't do. I can't go Saturday. But man, fuck. And Travis is this weekend. That's a lot of money. God damn it. I gotta go see Creed though. That man Michael B. Jordan buff, strong. Gotta go see it.
Bringing that thing you said earlier into light now. Yes, okay.
What thing?
Nothing.
You can't do that. You can't. You did.
No. That was some other ass one. It wasn't me. Totally wouldn't be me.
Okay.
Why would I do that? Why would I do such things?
Okay.
Not even my personality, homie.
Why are you making me something? Okay, so Devil May Cry 6. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. So apparently Devil May Cry is now going to share a universe with Castlevania.
Is it sharing a universe, or is it just made by the creators who made Castlevania?
Say again?
Is it sharing a universe, or is it just going to be made by the creators who made Castlevania?
They're sharing a universe.
Oh, they are? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about Castlevania, but the setting seems like it's correct, so I guess. Yeah, I ain't got nothing on that one either.
I didn't think those movies could go together like that, but you know, I've been proven wrong before.
Apparently, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get Castlevania and Dante. I guess that's what the fans have been asking for.
Yep, but again, this just goes back to my earlier point. Like, I love how they're just double downing on all this geekdom. It's actually kind of lit.
That's true.
If it's good, it'll be lit. If it's good, it'll be even more lit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think they're gonna like do anything with it immediately. They're just, hey, I think it's like confirmed that hey, they're actually in the same universe. What they're gonna do with that? I mean, they might not do shit with it. We don't know.
Wait, what do you mean? Like the Devil May Cry universe?
Yeah, they might just say.
I mean, it'll open up the room for more movies like this one, or more series like this one, which can be a good or a bad thing depending on the purpose of the studio, you know.
So the does anybody remember the Devil May Cry anime?
Yes. The extremely bad Devil May Cry anime.
Garbage. Good lord. I don't want to say it's not the worst anime I've ever seen, but it's close. it's up there.
He just came in, literally like it was just like a bunch of dialogue, and he comes in and ends everything, and then it goes on to the next episode.
Right. It was so dumb. Like you get this awesome ass opening, and then they talk, and then he swings his sword, and then it was really dumb. It wasn't animated well. It was written for you. All you had to do was follow what they did in the game. Draw what they did in the game, and y'all decided to put in this lolly because anime and some other character, and y'all made Trish and Lady boring. I'm not sure how you do that, and that wasn't Devil May Cry as far as I'm concerned. It was almost as bad as like the Wolverine anime. Remember when they were trying to like do an anime version of all the Marvel properties?
Yeah, they did try to do that, didn't they?
That shit was hilarious.
That shit was garbage.
Wrong series, Caleb. Alucard is definitely not in Devil May. Oh wait a minute. If you're referring to Castlevania, then maybe, because I don't watch Castlevania. It's probably a Castlevania character. Is there a Castlevania character called Alucard?
I thought you were talking about Alucard from Hellsing for a second.
That's what I was thinking about. Because if you think about it, that makes sense too. That makes hella sense. Cool shit. Hell, I'll be more hyped over that. Say Hellsing and Devil May Cry in the same universe. I'll be behind that shit. God damn.
That brings it just. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna bring out the
y'all
topic.
Listening, Capcom? Y'all listening?
You know, so can Dante be Alucard from Hellsing? Probably.
Wasn't it?
That sounds like money. Like God.
Wasn't it a death battle?
Hellsing or Dante?
Alucard versus Dante. I'm pretty sure that was a death
No, it was
battle.
Dante versus Bayonetta.
Alucard went against somebody. I forgot who it was.
I mean, Alucard went against Batman, and I think it was a movie. Or Dracula went against Batman.
Dracula. Real quick, did anybody watch Hell Ultimate?
I'm
Not the abridged version?
I've watched the
Not the
abridged
abridged.
version.
Oh my
I'm
God,
sorry,
this
I'm
nigga-
trash. I'm such trash.
if they make a Cowboy Bebop abridged, this nigga's gonna watch that. And
I will. I will, son. If this as long as it's Team 4-star, like, trying to give you the tools to making money. I hope you're listening.
Son, I will watch that shit too. I'm not gonna lie. But
So there's so much material for that.
this thing could just fuck the actual show. I'm just gonna watch your. Why?
I mean, yeah, I'm getting the same message in my, as far as I'm concerned. You know?
It's funny because sometimes the abridged version can be longer and just as long as the actual fucking show. So there's nothing fucking abridged about it. It's just they're just voicing, doing a
Well, I'm not
voiceover
saying
for it.
all the abridged versions are good, but the ones that Team 4-star do are actually pretty fucking dope.
Oh yeah.
Like, did you see the
so when I
abridged
say-
version of Attack on Titan?
Oh, because
Oh,
it's
I
not
saw
made
that.
by Team 4-star.
No, it was.
No, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, let me go watch it.
That shit was funny.
Oh yeah. I need to go watch it then. Okay,
Didn't
so
Team 4-star just make a new addition to Hellsinger Bridge Ultimate?
oh right, I actually need to watch that. Thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm about to about to watch that ASAP.
It's like 20
because
minutes though, by the way.
I don't give a. I wish it was longer.
I
I wish it was longer, son. I swear to God, I don't want the DBZ abridged. We are mighty off topic, but I don't want to say that the DBZ abridged has gone downhill. But I will say that Hellsinger Bridge is most definitely funnier content than what we've been getting with the with Dragon Ball. That's just me. I remember almost dying laughing for like that second Hellsinger Bridge. Bitches love cannons, man.
Bitches
Man,
love-
make it
Police
fuck
girl,
away
if you
from me.
would.
Have you watched
Bitches
the
love
latest
cannons.
episode?
That's what Jared's referring to. I didn't watch it yet.
Dude, you
I need to
haven't
watch
watched it yet?
Didn't watch it
He's
yet.
loafing. Yo, chill. He's loafing. It just came out. Team 4-star's been in the cut for
Yeah,
like
give me a break, son.
3
No.
years, son.
Right, son. Give me a break, son. These
No.
niggas make up videos at February saying, "Hey, content's coming," and then October, "Hey, here's that content I promised
Marvin
you back
leaked
in
like
January."
the teaser trailer for it like 2 days before.
He did, and just like I do
Then
with
you
all of
forgot.
other Marvin's content, I just don't click it.
Okay, alright.
Shout out to Marvin Brooks. He's a great Tekken player.
Alright.
He's in that top 8% there, boys.
That means he's now an officially good scrub.
There you go.
Okay.
He is now a degenerate, but a good degenerate.
Degenerate,
Hey, hey, ho, ho, ho.
I can't
Okay,
even fucking- I don't even play that game.
Nigga. Anyway, okay, so High Res Studios. I hope I'm saying it's High Res Games or High Res Studios. Which one is it?
Same difference.
Studios.
All
Same
right.
difference.
High Res Studios. Apparently, okay. So full disclosure here, the article that I read was fucked up. And I swear to God that somebody coded that shit wrong or something. I don't know. It was hard to read. Anyway, so apparently we are going to get crossplay for all of their games. For everybody who doesn't know who Hi-Rez is, they make such awesome games such as Smite, Paladin, Realm Royal. I play none of these games, so I don't give a shit. Maurice, how do you feel about getting crossplay for these games, which seems like that people are going to be cheating if they play on PC? Go.
I mean, it may seem like it, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to be the case. They'll have a definite advantage, though. But not everybody on PC plays good anyway, so...
True.
I think this is actually pretty hype, though, just considering. Like, we still have, like, much details on, like, how they're going to, go about like the teaming up with your friends and like the ranked battles and stuff, and how like the cross in what realm the crossplay will actually happen. We just know we're going to be able to play with so far the Xbox and the Switch players for majority of these games. PlayStation's yet to sign on to it. I think this is actually pretty hype because one of the MOBAs I missed from last year, Paragon, it kind of now has like a second. The game mode has a second life, like third-person MOBAs, which are really fun games with friends. And I feel like those are some of the few games that you can play cross-play without there being too much trouble. Aside from like like a fighter or some shit, which every fighter needs to be cross-play at this point.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason not to.
Good point. Good point. I'm sorry. I just thought about it. I'm like,
I'm about to say, please show me a nigga that plays the fucking fight.
Yeah. Now we go down the list, right? So Smite's a MOBA. Paladins is a hero shooter similar to Overwatch. It's very fucking weird that they want to do Paladins this way, because there is a definite advantage in a game like that. Like, I mean, the Smite does take aim because it's mostly skill shots in the game, but I think it matters a lot more as far as like how do I put this, the auto attacks, as far as like the auto attacks in the game. Like, so you just firing your weapon, being able to stay on target, lot easier to do on PC, obviously, for Paladins because it's a shooter.
Sounds right? Like Paladins doesn't need to be cross-platform.
It's a little wild. Yeah, I mean, if you say it out loud, it sounds a little wild that they would even be like considering something like this. Like Smite makes sense on some level, right? Because we've seen
it's Smite.
Yeah, we've seen like Paragon on the system do just as well, right? But it's just weird that they want like Paladins.
It's a different element.
Yeah,
different element when you incorporate that point and click.
Yeah, so it makes me think that they're not doing this like because it makes sense. They're doing this so they can just be like the ones who set the way or to separate themselves further from Overwatch. Because if you play this game, Paladins, they do it every single chance they get to. Like, you don't get to switch characters. You have builds. You have items you build. Characters have usually around have a hard set 4 abilities, including their auto attacks. So it feels like to me like this one's just more of that. We did it first, like some hipster shit, right? Like, we were on this trip first. Y'all are copying us and just trying to build publicity that way.
Can't really be mad at them because I think this is something that that the entire community's been like. Well, not these games in general. I'm talking about just cross-play as an idea. So it's like, I totally agree with you. Like, it's getting to the point where we have excuse me, we have all these systems. Why the fuck does it matter that if I have a PlayStation but my friend has an Xbox, why can't we play? It's 2018. Why do we have to go through this bullshit? It's getting to the point where everybody's just gonna like just buy a PC and nobody's gonna start. Well, that's not gonna happen. But I can't say that nobody's ever gonna stop fucking with consoles because we can get close to it, but it's never gonna fully phase out. But yeah, I'm getting sick of this whole. Well, I'm on this system and I'm on that system. We can't play together. We've had 20 years. Shit since we've been alive. I'm getting sick of it now. Let's do away with the system. For some things it makes sense, like Red Dead Online is coming. Why? There's no reason for that not to be cross.
It's not even really a serious like competitive game. It's something you just chill and play with your friends.
Right. Well, it could. Well,
it can be competitive, but it's not. That's not the main intent to like be super competitive. Like, you're supposed to have fun with this game.
Right.
Like, fun above competitiveness
and it's literally only on Xbox and PlayStation. There's no reason for this not to be crossplay. So I kind of commend Hi-Rev.
I kind of been wondering why. Like, I still think about it now. Why did they not put this over to PC? Because honest to God, I feel as though PC is one of the main reasons why GTA 5 did so goddamn well.
Probably. Well, let me not. I don't want to quote it, but that shit's it's sold like gangbusters everywhere though. That's the thing.
True.
And then it didn't come to PC later, and it still sold like gangbusters. So I see your point, but you gotta realize GTA is pretty much synonymous with money at this point. So
and kind of, I want to go back on the point of like the whole like crossplay shit. So why? Like, I thought about it for a second. It's like, it's a money thing. Like, if you want to play, like, they want you to buy this system at all costs. That's the name of the game. Well, if that's the case, then just make better exclusives. Like that's all you have to do. I mean,
It's
look
not
at PlayStation.
hard.
PlayStation's arsenal, right? They got
Nah,
all
y'all
the-
asking for too much. Ask for way too much there, guy. Calm that shit. Cool
I'm
your
sorry.
shit.
I'm sorry. I'm asking too much.
Cool your shit, Slim.
I'm sorry, son.
Good
I'm thinking
games in
that's it for you.
2018, boy.
Like the major AAA games like Destiny, fucking like stuff that people want to play together with, like play on the same team with or anything like that. Yeah, make that shit crossplay. But some games like Darksiders, it's like the solo games like Fallout, which I don't know why that's multiplayer personally. Like the Skyrim games, like that should be just a single co-op game. And yeah, cool, exclusive, whatever. But the major AAA games that are like specifically designed to be multiplayer or that are like 15 times better multiplayer, why isn't it crossplay?
Hey man, money. I literally don't know what else to say besides money. It's not like I'm pretty sure at this point.
It's not
Right,
hard.
I was about to say that. I'm pretty sure at this point, it's not even. You don't even have to decode it. It's literally somewhere there's like an off-on switch. I swear to God, it's got to be somewhere. All they gotta do is flip that shit. But for some reason, they're not pressing the button. So I don't know, man.
Hashtag Epic Games.
Fine.
Oops,
Hashtag.
My bad. We accidentally installed crossplay. Whoops. Well, how did that happen?
Whoops, we accidentally deleted the entire game. Do not.
Fallout.
Whoops. Sorry. Man, the writing was on the wall for that game. God damn. I feel sorry for these people that bought Fallout. I really
I've
do.
heard so many mixed reviews about that game. It was really
Mixed.
too.
Mixed reviews.
Can we talk about Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu?
Ew.
What about it?
I don't know. They're better than Fallout as far as reviews go.
Damn.
Well, it's a Pokemon game. It's not like Pokemon games do bad.
I mean, this was one that was kind of like people weren't very sure about.
Oh.
Because of like they lowered the difficulty even further. They took away a lot of the items, moves, and shit. They basically
sense.
made it yellow, like the yellow game, Pokemon Yellow, Blue, Red, and it sold like fucking hotcakes. It was the #1 like Black Friday game. So
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That makes sense because you said that they dumbed it down. That would explain why I saw all of my friends on Twitter get Pokemon Eevee, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, why is everybody buying this fucking video? No, when I say I have at least 10 friends, and they all bought that shit.
Oh no, yeah, my
like,
coworker and his wife are playing it.
Bruh.
Roommate's playing it, son, like.
You say what you want about Nintendo. They know how to market some shit.
Right, so
They know how to
give
market the
people-
games.
Give the people what they want, son. Nintendo 101.
It's literally
They
it's
want
like
thick
all
black women, give them twin tails. So they want Pokemon
Okay,
Yellow, remake that bitch.
Okay, sorry.
They want Metroid Prime to be continued.
We're not getting that shit.
They complain about, oh, my favorite character's not in Smash. Put them all in there.
All you gotta do is are developers even listening? All you gotta do is get on Twitter and listen to what people are saying. It's literally that easy.
This industry
Going
is
on.
so like, son. What other industry like? Well, then again, all industry do. Literally, it's like you're in an industry where we tell you how to make money. We're literally telling you, do this, we will buy it.
Yeah.
It's
You don't have to pay a fuck ton of money for market research, son. Just do.
You really don't just hop on Twitter, son. Like, damn, just do this. I know Insomniac did it. Apparently, everybody wanted to remake a Spyro. Not too sure why. I'm not saying that Spyro's not a good game. I'm just asking like why you want a remake of it. But yeah, so apparently Spyro's also doing really well. So I don't. It just look. The writing's on the wall. Just do what we're asking. You got it, bitch. I'm sorry.
You got it memorized.
Oh shit. Hey Square, if you're listening, hey, we need Axel to die. I can't.
Got it memorized.
I need Hercules to die too. I can't sit through another Agrabah mission and another the Coliseum mission. I can't do it, son. It's been 10. We had 15 years of this shit. I can't do another mission with these niggas, man. I'm sorry. You gotta go. You gotta. Can they even kill people in Kingdom Hearts at this point?
That's a very good question.
What was that DS game where there was like the other member of the organization? It was like the 385 or 6 days or some shit, or 2 days.
358
Isn't that one character
over
that
2
though?
days. Zishi?
Axel.
No, not
Oh.
Axel. It was like
Shion?
So
Shion or some shit?
Zishi never. Oh, Shion. No, I think it was Shion. Shion
Yeah, it was
never
Shion.
really existed. Yeah, it was Shion.
All right, I'm done. My bad.
Yeah, let's not get into the story because we'll be over here and we'll be here for 4 hours. We'll wind up drunk talking about nothing. No, we would literally be like talking in circles at this point. Because the story is, I actually need to rewatch the because I'm not replaying that shit. Fuck. I need to rewatch a video that says, hey, this is the story, because there's a lot of shit that I missed. Even with the last fucking game that came out, there's a lot of shit there that I need to revisit. So yeah, man, that's not.
It's not for me, dog.
Those niggas with the lion mask though, they had to put another fucking element in this already convoluted. Fuck you, Square.
I like it. Content.
You're part of the problem.
Content. You are a part of the problem.
I am
nigga.
part of the problem. So.
Nigga, part of the problem. Content, even if it's everywhere. Content,
No matter how scattered it may be.
As long as there's content. Well, it's at a baseball stadium. You got to go there to get it. Content. Let's go get it. Okay, nigga. Sure. All right. So, who wants a PS Vita? What the fuck is this, son?
All right. So, I came up. Now, this
That's how it
is
starts.
super fucking like theory crafting, basically. So there was a patent that Sony signed up for with oh, that was very loud. With I can't remember the name of it. They set a patent for a cartridge design for a system. We don't know what it's for. We just know they have a patent for a cartridge design. Cartridges are usually used for gaming consoles, mobile gaming consoles specifically. So, what I was thinking was, what if this is like their, well, not me, but like me and a few other people, like what if this was their, like, step into the realm of going for mobile gaming, even though they said that it wouldn't sell, and got disproven heavily.
I got nothing.
Yeah, no. Do you think the Switch needs a competitor besides itself?
Wait, you said does it need a competitor?
Does it need a competitor?
Why does it need it? What's needed a competitor for when it's already doing everything right?
Okay, so you can't say that when you say the things that you say about Disney and gotcha.
Nah, that's okay because
yeah, no.
Nintendo is Nintendo.
There goes
we go.
my.
I'm cheating.
Yep, I'm done.
I'm cheating. There you go. But I guess you can. Well, memes aside, all competition is always good for the consumer. So is it a good thing? Yeah, obviously it's a good thing. Competition between those niggas and that competition. I'm sorry. Competition between competitors is good for the consumer. But when you have something that's on like complete lockdown, like the Switch is doing, I don't see where. I don't see that. I don't know if there's a market for it.
A market for what?
Sony doing anything as far as
Anything?
handhelds go. Yeah.
What do you mean? What define what you mean by there's no market for it? Like, do you not think that
I think that the Switch is doing so extremely well when it comes to the handheld market that there's no point of Sony trying to even dip their finger in that. Focus on something else.
They're already like trying. Like they should just worry about staying on top of Xbox.
Or coming to fuck the E3.
that's not hard to do at this point, and I'm really sad you brought that up.
Okay.
Because it's on Xbox. They're in their own little fucking world right now. They're not for the exclusive games as we've seen. They may have hired more studios, but their games are never going to be exclusive so long as they have that system in place where, you know, if you can buy it on PC regardless.
Xbox is
yeah.
for everybody who bought an Xbone, you have it for one reason, and that's cable, which Microsoft originally intended it to be. That's all.
To say
cable box, guys.
To say that there's no market for Sony is just like, I don't think you're thinking about all the facts. Like the titles that they have under their belt, their exclusives. Like a lot of that stuff, people would definitely probably want to play mobile. More than likely, because that's the whole thing with the Switch and its games, its successful games right now. People want to play the mobile. It's a mobile handheld at this point.
Fair enough. And the technology is definitely there. I mean,
hell yeah. The fucking PS Vita was ahead of its time. Can you imagine if they actually put money into another idea like that?
Or an actual dollar on top of it, because I swear to God.
Are we gonna get another? What was it? The PSP Go?
Oh shit! Remember that?
Can we focus on the Vita? Did you guys remember that the Vita had a camera on it?
Hey man, you gotta take all things into consideration. You know what I'm saying?
Alright,
Sony did try with the PS Go though. That shit was hilarious.
Shook. I'm like, oh nah, they did not just do this.
Not like this.
They tried, and there was like no marketing for it at all. That shit just happened.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Wii U.
It was really weird. It was super fucking weird. Like they were already doing so well with the PSP. Like the PSP was a great console, and the
definitely.
PSP Go was just what the fuck are y'all even thinking about? What is going on? What is this? Like you had a great design. Why'd you go and fuck it up?
Who did this?
Who bitches this son?
Like fire that.
Who
nigga,
mans is
please.
this?
Who Maurice is this, son? Like what?
Smell like bitch in here, son. Okay, so in other news, I finished Red Dead Redemption 2, and
Oh, you
it took
did?
away 3 weeks
Oh,
of
how
my
was
life.
The best games.
It's son. Marvin's gonna be mad at me for once again, but I'll say it one more time. This to me, this is a great year for video games, dog. Especially single player video games. Holy shit, son!
Banger after banger after banger.
Son, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead, Breath of the Wild. Son, did Breath of the Wild come out this year?
No.
Oh, shit.
Smash Bros.
Single player.
That's indie game. So that's whatever you want it to be.
Right, son.
Right.
You about to pick up your Switch right now and just play the. You about to set it on level 9.
Play the story mode like shit.
Right. You already know. So yeah, this has been a good year. But anyway, so Red Dead is legit. If I won't. But it's a great video game, regardless.
Wait, what?
Technical stuff that I see out of the game, it's like, holy shit! I wasn't expecting all of this. They did a little bit too much with the realism there, and it's not as far the gameplay, the mechanics still need a little bit of work, but Rockstar has always struggled with that. So, but yeah, this is as close to a 10 game. Well, no, it's a 9.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
This is the
Hard
game of the
9.
year?
Are you hyped about the
Yes. Yes.
Can you let me finish?
Okay.
I think he's answering my question.
Go ahead.
The online,
Finish.
The online.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, there
Yes.
we go.
Yeah. If it's going to be as long lasting and as detailed and as as polished as GTA 5 online was, then holy shit, we are in for a fucking treat.
I just
This is one of the
it's already hitting one of the beats I like. It has CACs, and you can just make whatever. Now, what the models look like to be determined. Like I saw one instance of like a character. You can make them black. So if you make them black, you can make them any other race, which is cool.
Hey.
Yeah, but my concern is like the content, because we all remember Final Fantasy Comrades, which was a single player game with a MMO-esque like you want to call it shit show? Let's call it shit show. I'm gonna call it shit show.
All right.
With the MMO like shit show. So I'm just concerned if there's going to be actual content or support for this game.
There's going to be content and support for this game. 100%.
They said the same thing about Comrades.
Who said the same thing about Comrades?
Square Enix.
This isn't Square Enix. This is
I
Rockstar.
know who the fuck it is, but I'm saying they could lie to me just as easily.
But why would you think that when they've already proven it with GTA Online? They are still making, well, they're not still making content for it, but that game was supported. That game was supported for 5 fucking years.
That's fair. They're still making money off the game.
Literally, like there was so much. It was just update after update after update after update, and they've proven that. And they said they're going to do the same thing with Red Dead, which is the better game in my humble
updates
opinion.
and expansions and all that shit free.
Like how you do that in there.
Say what?
Wasn't
What?
the DLC free for GTA 5?
I believe so. Well, it all. I think there was one or two you had to pay for, but everything else was free. That's outstanding. That's Monster Hunter level support.
And look how much money they made.
They made gangbusters. Son.
Like, God.
You know what's funny? I played GTA Online for like 5 minutes, and it wasn't fun. I'm sorry.
Well, it was a different game back then.
Yeah.
What's so different about it? You go online.
They did not
and
have.
you do shit.
Well, no, they had like a lot more missions and content to it since we've been playing. Since we played.
Who the fuck cares about Grand Theft Auto anyway?
A lot of fucking people for them to re-release it like 6 times.
They didn't release it 6 times.
I mean, it's damn near close to that. Remember, we played on PS3, and then it moved to PS4,
oh, shit,
and it's on PC. Next year, it's probably coming to Switch, so I don't know.
GTA is that old?
Yeah.
God damn.
GTA?
We did play it on PS3. Holy shit. This game came out in 2013, and niggas are still buying the shit. Hey, let's move on. That's baffling. How many times can you buy the same game?
They did a lot of changes to it. Like, they actually made it a much better game.
But how many times can you buy the same game, though? I'm just asking a question.
How many consoles you got?
3.
3 times. So long as you have support for it.
Okay.
What, you asked? You literally asked. How many times can you?
It'd be funny if it comes to the Switch. Now that'll be fucking funny.
I would laugh.
Would you buy it?
I might consider it. I don't know. I've always wanted to try what GTA Mobile was like. You know, once I found out that it was mobile.
You don't even like the game.
I mean, you know, I'll try it if it's mobile, man. You know, I can sign now.
This nigga, is it on Switch? Yeah, then I might consider it. Okay, sure, whatever. So yeah, so Darksiders 3 came out. Maurice, how do you feel?
It's like Dark Souls, and I love how like 2 of the reviewers I watched are just kind of like dancing around the fact that it's Dark Souls. Like they just didn't say it.
It's like Dark Souls. I'm over it then. Fuck the game. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I mean it's easier than Dark Souls because you have like these super modes you can go to, but it's very clear that they were trying to like. You said what?
Is there a mini map?
No. It's Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah, it's Dark Souls.
Oh, does Dark Souls have a mini map? I'm not actually sure.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, so it's Dark Souls.
Okay, I'm guessing Darksiders 3 doesn't have a mini map.
No. Oh, I thought I said that. My bad.
Is it linear?
Very. Well, kinda. Only in the sense that like you have to take one path until you can take a second path. I would consider that kind of linear. Yeah, it's definitely not like open world, but I think all the Dark Souls games were linear to a certain extent.
Why does this game exist again?
To continue with the story of Darksiders 2?
Did people care?
With Darksiders? Niche following.
Very. I hope it does well. No, like seriously, I hope it does.
Oh,
well.
this one's probably not. It was kind of lackluster as a Dark Souls game. Well, overall lackluster because like there's only like 7 bosses in the game from what I've heard. There's only like 7 bosses in the game. It's shorter than the last one. The combat's a little clunky, and the PC port they did a kind of a bad job on it. So it probably wasn't the best it could have been.
Probably should have took that money and made something else.
No, I don't know about that. The Darksiders lore is actually pretty dope, but this game wasn't a good showing of that. And the game does look amazing. Like the world, the art design, the characters so far, like everything's been spot on. But the gameplay is just kind of holding it back. I feel like the story.
I feel like that's always been Darksiders.
No.
Darksiders 1 was good.
Yeah, Darksiders 1 was good. Gameplay was still a little bit lacking. Darksiders 2 just had everything you fucking wanted in the game. And this one's just very... It just comes across as very meh.
Okay. Are you still gonna buy it?
I already bought it, and I've been trying it out. Hey,
okay.
That's fucked up.
How is it fucked up?
Why you gotta laugh at me behind the game? That was bad.
Because you just admitted that it's mediocre, and you probably knew it's mediocre.
No, I didn't actually going into it. I do this really stupid thing where I don't look at any details about a game I want to play, or try to avoid them as best as I possibly can.
So your ass would
have
about
entirely stupid because some people's opinion you might not have to.
Yeah.
Someone might think of this bullshit, but you might think of it as actually fun.
Yeah, I wanted to like a fresh perspective, like for at least for my first like hour of playthrough.
See, your ass would have bought Fallout 76 then.
No, that I don't know why, but that shit was just unavoidable. Plus, we were talking about it in chat too, and I glance in that chat from time to time, like during work. So I just kind of saw.
You damn sure do just glance at chat. This nigga is AFK for real, son.
So my job keeps me so fucking busy with people. I don't really have time to like sit down all the time. Like if I'm in chat, you know I have absolutely nothing to do at that point in time. If I'm not in chat, or I just glance for like a second. I didn't say that.
Okay. All right, so yeah, we can go ahead and wrap it up here.
Cool, because we just took the biggest fucking L.
Why you taking L's on the stream, son?
I can't help it if my tank don't tank, son. I don't know what to.
Sounds like you got excuses over there.
Hey yo, give me like 2 days and I got you.
Were you right? 2 days.
All I need is 2 days.
I got
you. All right.
Okay. This is godly support, son.
Godly.
Okay, so guys, that is the IMO podcast. Fuck the subscribing, fuck the final thoughts, fuck everything else. We're gonna sign off right now. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Join us once again next week for another episode of the IMO. Man, cut the shit off, man. I'm tired of this bullshit.